Ag Tire Talks Driving Yield Through Tire Technology, sponsored by Michelin Agriculture. Don't forget to follow Ag Tire Talk on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and X.
James Tushner with Ag Tire Talk here. I'm with Chris Neidert, Marketing, Training, and Development Manager for Trelleborg Mitas Ag Tires. Thank you for being on Driving Yield Through Tire Technology.
James, good to be with you again.
All right, so we're opening it up with a tire we saw at Farm Progress. I saw it from afar. I knew it was something special. The Vf850 45R26 Trelleborg Tm3000, not only VF, but also CFO. Why'd you make this thing? I hadn't seen that size ever.
James, you know, I continually say Trelleborg is at the forefront of technology. So we have been approached by a major tractor manufacturer, and they have asked us to design this tire. And it is a replacement, or it's going to replace the 750 5026 that's on a lot of the four-wheel spreaders right now.
Spreader tire, common
So
spreader tire. Yep.
if we follow the size, that 850, which is the tire width in millimeters, we're now 100 millimeters going to be wider, or in our world, in metro or in
Yes.
U.S. Imperial, yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's about 4 inches,
That's a
James.
big
So
deal.
it's a wider tire. It is going to provide a big footprint. So we're really excited about this tire that's in development right now.
Awesome. So, the 750 5026 has been around a while. A lot of standard offerings. I don't remember really any VFs out there. So you've got the VF and you also added the cyclic field operation. So we know it's 4 inches wider. Give us some color on what other benefits that VF and CFO are going to give.
So let me just talk about a couple of the tread benefits. So this tire has more lugs, James, than some of the competition. So those people that are listening, that are the operators, they want a smooth ride. So
Yes.
this tire is, because of the more lugs, it is going to be a smooth riding tire on the road, because these operators, they're in the field, but they're also roading that vehicle very
Very
much.
quickly
So
too. I mean, they're running them.
yeah, they go heavy and very fast, James.
Amen.
So this tire is perfectly suited for that. You mentioned the CFO, cyclical field operation, that handles that cycle of the loading and unloading. And think about the sprayer, the spreader, whether it's going to be a liquid or granules,
Uh-huh.
it gets fully loaded down the road and then they start to empty. So that tire goes through that cycle or cyclical operation, and that CFO technology this tire will be a longer lasting tire, James.
Awesome how that cyclic field operation is getting to be so popular, not only in the spreader world, but in the combine world as well. Awesome to see. Last point I want to make is you've made this in a 172E D 169E. Give us some color as to why you chose those load speed indexes.
Well, first of all, the D, you mentioned it earlier. These machines, the operators, they load up and they drive as fast as they can. So
True.
D equates to 40 miles an hour. So we wanted to be in that range. Now, that 169E, so in the load index and speed world, we have the load index has gone down a little bit, which means it can carry just a little bit more less weight, but it can now go up to about 43 or 45 miles an hour. So
Excellent.
that really enables this tire to be used on any of those four-wheel spreaders and pretty much as fast as they can go.
Yeah, and keep that productivity really high, especially when roading. So awesome to see that. All right, so let me make sure I got this correct. It's a VF850 45R26. It's meant to replace that 750 5026, right? One last point before I get into the wrap up is, can a guy with a spreader now, can he just put it on that same wheel, or does it need to have a different wheel associated with it as well? If he's got a
Well,
used piece of equipment.
because of its wider section width now, going from 750 to 850, it is going to necessitate a wider wheel.
Okay.
So instead of the 750 normally takes a 27-inch wide wheel.
Mhm.
This 850, you're going to have to go up to about a 28 or a 30-inch wheel,
Yeah,
James.
that's a significant difference with that 4-inch wider section width. So perfect, perfect. All right. Well, and I'm confident we're going to be seeing some of the stuff on OE soon, right? Being that it's in development. Had a great OE presence Trelleborg did, and Mitas did at the Farm Progress show. So let me make sure I got it. So it's the 850 45R26. It's a VF rated. It's cyclic field operation stamped CFO. It's about 4 inches wider than the standard 750 section width. Speed rated to D and now even E with a little bit less load. And really, at the end of the day, the compilation of the 4 inches wider with the able to run at the lower inflation pressures plus cyclic field operation, we're just talking about a dramatic difference, a substantial increase in footprint. Is that
Oh,
correct?
absolutely, James. It will be wider and it will be longer. You
That's
know,
the key.
we
Yes, a lot
always talk
longer.
about width, but don't forget that length
Good point.
because of it being a different, yes. So that will put less ground pressure, less compaction, improving the crop yield. And that's what it's all about, James,
Amen.
from the tire world.
Perfect for driving yield through tire technology. And that's a wrap.